Okay, our next speaker is from back east as well. I believe, if I got it right, Michigan. I'm pretty sure. Yes, Michigan. And she is one of the sweetest people in the world. I love her. She definitely got the golden retriever personality, unless you're her husband. I could imagine there are other sides. But she is a doll. I love her. She's super successful. Let's bring up her stats right here. How's she doing here? She's got 820 agents. She's sponsored 30 people. She's rocking. Help me welcome all the way from Michigan, Michelle Saward, everybody. Hello.
All right. I got notes. Why? Because I'm traditionally trained that you come prepared. And oh my gosh, what is happening here today? The people on this stage, I almost wore 2 different shoes this morning before I came up here, and people are really bringing it. So what has been like a common theme? Now I'm just speaking from the heart. This is not even the crap I wrote down. But what has been a common theme when we've heard over the past 2 days? We heard Veronica say she was broken. I don't know, John Cheplak, he was broken. I was broken. A lot of people in this room have broken stories, and amazing things have happened as a result of it, and it's all come together for something quite beautiful, and it comes from a point of value and what you can give back. So just a little bit about me. I don't have the big slides. Why? I'm a driver personality, and I'm very expressive, and that stuff is real hard for me to do. So I am 20 years in the business, been sort of stuck for like 5 years at 180, 190 deals a year, and was looking for solutions. And I tried to stay small on purpose. Stay small on purpose. I know there's other people in the room that have done this. If you have a small team, are you small on purpose? That was me. I didn't want to deal with the drama, the complaints, the bitching, the leads that you hear about from your team, right? Because I've seen and I've known many, many people in this room that have ran big real estate teams, and then they would have a cocktail and go to a conference, and they would complain about how hard it was and how they would train people and that they would leave them. And I remember being at a conference, about to jump in the pool, and I saw a broker at the bar say, "Why was their attorney called when I never got a phone call?" And I thought, why would I ever want to do that? So I definitely like money. I like money. And I would like to sell more homes, but I wasn't going to be able to break through that ceiling without finding a better way to leverage. So I went on a hunt, and just as I was about to go to the company that did team building really, really well and open up an office, I was introduced to EXP. And I'm telling you, my husband and I were weeks away from opening a market center. I was ready to write that check. We were like liquidating stuff to figure out where's that gonna come from and do it. And it was really just a surrender to God. Fine, if the only way to build and to get bigger is to grow a team, you got me. I'm gonna do it. I don't like the idea, but here I go. So I was introduced to EXP Realty by someone that I didn't know. They said, "Hey, this person just left," and I'm not trying to throw any real estate companies under the bus, but they said, "This person just left the brokerage that you're about to go to. You should hear the other side of the story, the things that they're not telling you." And I went with the focus of not talking about EXP. I didn't even know I was going to an EXP conversation. And I went with that idea, and they said, "You know, as a matter of fact, another one of your friends just left Keller Williams a week ago." I'm like, "My friend? Oh, my friend? What?" So I called my friend, Mark Z, who left Keller Williams a week ago. And Mark, then, I heard it explained to me and my husband why this company and what was going on with this company. I finally heard it. Why? Mark knew my hustle, my grind. He knew my story. I trusted him with, honestly, my experience and my future. It needed to be a compassionate, heartfelt story from somebody else that understood me and my grind. Why? What did I say when I came up here? We've all been broken. We've all been broken. We've all had hurts in real estate, and we've been taken advantage of. And Tina said it yesterday, my dear friend of many, many years, that the harder you work in real estate, the more you get punished by the financial payout for production. So really, that's what led me here to EXP. And my husband, it's kind of funny, he hated his job. Don't let him ever fool you. He quit his job to say, I'm going to help you. And so we made the commitment to come here before we even knew how it was going to happen. I didn't have a broker's license. My husband worked a different job. We bought a sign in a building, and I paid for my sign to go up on the building before I even had my broker's license. And people were saying, I want to join you. And I was saying, no, I'm not hiring. My first 4 months at EXP, I was not hiring because I wanted to verify this company, vet it out. Who are the people in this room? What the hell did I just sign up for? Is this sincere? I had been in a lone wolf real estate industry where no one really collaborates and shares. Your trade secrets are what you've built for yourself, and that you need to keep those private and guarded, because in a minute, someone could take your marketing plan, reinvent it, do it better, and there's no sharing. You better learn this stuff on your own. You better figure it out. So what did I do? I urgently, passionately went to almost every single EXP conference I could find, even if they were not in my family tree here at EXP. One of the first events I went to was a Pat Hayes event, actually. You guys were awesome. And that was one of the best things that I could do, was to get out of my family tree and talk to some other people. Because I got proof, social proof with this company that it really is about collaboration and sharing. And I'm gonna tell you, for the first time, well then, it was 17 years ago, I really got to see the heart of people in this company. I got to see it. It wasn't just a fight anymore. It was gonna be about collaboration. It was gonna be about growth. So, I'm trying. So, I took all these friendships that I had built over the years, plus the EXP stories of the great people in this room, and I called my friends and said, hey, because I have masterminds across the states. Tina's one of them that I called. I called my friend Joe Frizzoco. All these people, New Jersey, I called them all. And I said, you're not gonna believe this. This is gonna solve your problems. This is amazing. This is an opportunity. And some of them I EXP'd all over because I am a very excitable person. And I was like, ah! And it's true, I'm using Tina as a great example because she was in this room and you guys met her yesterday, but her husband said, he was being nice, he was like, Michelle, we're not moving. Hang up the phone. It's not happening. But I knew her story. I knew what she wanted. I was connected to her. I believed in her wants, her needs, her desires. Why? Because she believed in me and she believed in mine. And so were the people that I called as my sponsors, right? I mean, there's plenty of us in this room that had heard about EXP before we joined the company. We heard about it from several other people. But the stories, and I know you've heard it time and time again, are one of the most important things. And so when Casey spoke about this, is that you, and John spoke about it too, is that you're going to find a match for who you are. You're going to find a match of people who resonate with your story. It's just going to be, that's called attracting. That's called manifesting who you are. And so when I hear stories of high-producing agents, because I was one of them, that feel trapped and sort of stuck in their own situation and don't know of a way to get out, I am deeply connected to that. I am one of the passionate people who wants to help change the lives of real estate agents. That's who I am. and I will do whatever it takes to help them build and grow and scale and to be better and to do better. Because I learned that from you. I learned that from you here in this room. I believed that it was possible. And that's what happened to me in my first, 6 months here at EXP, is that I really started to believe. I mean, you're not going to sell anything unless you believe in the company. So if you've got a sliver of doubt anywhere, you better start opening your mouth and talking to more people, because everything that you want is on the other side of a conversation. Everything that you want is on the other side of a conversation. Everyone is here to help you grow. And I'll tell you, there's no way I could have done it on my own. And I can only imagine. I can only imagine how good I feel having 820 people, like their lives have been changed as a result of my big mouth. I can just imagine how amazing Glenn Sanford feels. Like, I'm telling you. Oh my God. I want to be in his shoes one day and like change that many lives. I got a picture we took, my husband snapped. It was in the rain in New Orleans, and I gave you a hug. It was like raining and crappy and drizzly. And I was like, you've kept me awake so many nights. So that insomnia of EXP it's real. And like I said, when you get to that point of just listing and selling so many homes that you've compromised your time, your attention, your friends, your family, your marriage, and there's just not going to be a better way to grow or scale. That's called hitting bottom, and that's what I'm talking about when I say broken. So it's not a bad thing. It's actually one of the best things that really could have happened to me. And I'm just kind of scrolling through my notes here because I could talk for days about this. I think that little button and that little pin that they gave us that says speaker, it says watch out. This one's a talker. I think that's kind of like what they have on those little buttons and speakers. But yeah, I mean it's just been game changing, and I think it's just one of those situations where when you take care of this, and I'm going to go for it. I debated whether I should do it or not, but when you take care of the micro. These are my 30 qualified agents. I actually have 37 in my group. When you take care of the micro group, then the macro group will end up taking care of itself. And this is what I mean when I say life-changing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So it's, and I wake up, I think I should get a t-shirt. I still wake up in the middle of the night, ask my husband, he's sitting right there, agent obsessed. Agent obsessed. You think, like, I would want to quit with this? No. I'm constantly laying in bed. Jesse Morfin, I talked to him about it too. He just came over to EXP. Welcome, Jesse. I talked to him about it too, about how do I keep continuing to improve the lives of real estate agents? What do I need to do to help them win? What do they want? Where do they want to grow? How can I help them? I'm still awake at night thinking about these things. And I'll tell you what, real estate has been the best platform. If you ever thought that you wanted to be an educator, if you ever thought that you wanted to be a trainer, if you ever thought that you wanted to change the lives of other people, this is the best industry to be able to do that. So I'm a little ahead of schedule, but I don't think that matters much, does it? But thank you again. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.